You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk some Raiders, shall we? A team I really like covering in the offseason. The Raiders are just interesting. And especially interesting when you got Ashton Jeanty taking shots at a guy that you guys know I can't stand, named Chip Kelly. He's unloading on his ass again. And a quarterback that now, not one, not two, but three different sources are now tying to the Las Vegas Raiders. And you may be like, a quarterback? Aren't they drafting Fernando Mendoza? Yeah. But Tom Brady's made it very clear he doesn't want Mendoza to start, or that he doesn't really believe in the philosophy that a rookie should just be shoved out there. They'd love to have a veteran to start for, I think, half the season, majority of the season, whatever it is, before they put Mendoza in. People forget. I mean, Brady did not start for the Patriots his rookie year. Raiders fans may have a tough time with that. Now, they won't if they rack up some wins. All right. I think that's where you keep the fan base at bay on Mendoza, if they're able to rack up some wins, even with a veteran. Even as long as they're competitive and they rack up a few wins, right? If they're a disaster, fans are going to want Mendoza in there immediately. Chip Kelly. The decision to hire Chip Kelly was arguably the worst decision of the 2025 offseason. Wow. Based on NFLPA report card leaked to ESPN last month, the players in the building would mostly agree. Kelly's tenure in Las Vegas only lasted 11 games, but his failures began long before the start of the season. It was Kelly who reportedly forced Ashton Jeanty to change his stance in the backfield. What a nightmare. Although he said in May that he never told Jeanty to adjust his stance, at the time, Kelly said any coaching decisions on Jeanty's stance would come from Jeanty's position coach. Well, that was a lie. That was a lie. According to Jeanty last week, it was Kelly who told him to change his stance. And the conversation happened on the first day of OTAs. Quote, it was crazy because it literally was the first day. I had to go out to practice, like literally getting out to OTAs. Chip Kelly come over to me talking that talk. Just say it, talking that shit. But he said basically, quote, you can't stand like that because of how quick and fast the NFL pace is, and every step, every move matters, Jeanty said on the I Am Athlete pod. Quote, but obviously I showed that doesn't really matter. I can be effective in that stance. I had to go back to it. We know Jeanty did not look good most of last season. Now, protection, etc., that's all a factor here. One could still argue that maybe they shouldn't have taken a running back that high. On the Up and Adams show in May, Jeanty said that Kelly used an analogy of guarding someone on a basketball court to explain why his stance wouldn't translate to the NFL. Quote, sometimes you have to, go with the flow, Jeanty said. Prior to the 2025 season, what is crazy is Chip Kelly comes to me the first day of rookie minicamp and is like, have you ever played basketball? I'm like, yeah, I played basketball. I can dunk and all that. He's like, okay, well, show me how you guard me. And he's acting like he's holding the ball. And then he's like, that's exactly why you have to be down in your running back stance. He won for now. I'm going to try and persuade him one day. I have to earn my stripes and make plays first, but I don't think it's going to be the end of the stance. So Kelly told him immediately, you got to change your stance. That didn't work. Now, he did flash a couple of times. He looked real good in the passing game. Jenny's got to get a lot better in the running game, but some of that is going to be, and look, their center, Tyler Linderbaum, he's going to go a long way there, I think. So they got to get some protection. That offensive line is not good. So we got the sporting news, and we got comments by way of Yard Barkers Colton Edwards, an NFL insider. Here we go. Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins became available after the Falcons officially released him at the start of the new league year, delaying his entry into the quarterback market that was cooling off following the moves like Kyler Murray's one-year deal with the Vikings. His experience and leadership ability make him a reliable option for rebuilding teams, though his age and injury history have tempered demand for a long-term starting role. Likely landing spot, Las Vegas Raiders. Let's go over to heavy. Bleacher Report's Gary Davenport was the latest to connect Kirk Cousins to the Raiders Sunday. Davenport identified Las Vegas as, quote, the best fit for the veteran quarterback in free agency. Quote, there's little question that the Raiders are going to take Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza with the first overall pick in April. Drafting Mendoza won't instantly make the Raiders contenders any more than signing Linderbaum instantly make a bad offensive line a good one. If Mendoza truly is ready to lead the team from day one, then Cousins could serve as his veteran mentor. If he isn't, the team can roll out Cousins to begin the season as a veteran stopgap. And I'm going to tell you this, on a side note, if I'm a coach out there, a good QB coach, I'm trading for Aiden O'Connell. Like if I'm Josh McDaniels, I'm trading for him. I'm getting that dude on the roster and I'm coaching him up because I think Aiden O'Connell's got some potential. Just saying. Kirk Cousins is an interesting spot heading into the second week of free agency. He doesn't have a home yet. He does have a $10 million guarantee from the Falcons, one that will shape negotiations and how another team approaches him. The first path has narrowed considerably. That's the one to a starting job somewhere. There are two places, as it stands, that could happen for Kirk Cousins. One is the Las Vegas Raiders as a placeholder for presumptive number one pick Fernando Mendoza. The other one is the one we talked about the other day, is if Aaron Rodgers doesn't go back to the Steelers, then all of a sudden Kirk Cousins is the backup play there. And I still think the Cardinals are in on this. I do. I just think the Cardinals may be like, Kirk Cousins or Jacoby Brissett, Kirk Cousins, Gardner Minshew. I think he's clear-cutly better than Gardner Minshew. At this stage, him and Jacoby Brissett, it's a little closer. I am still a little stunned that Kevin Stefanski didn't just roll with Kirk Cousins because he had him in Minnesota. And it's strange because if you ask me, who's better, Rhodes, Tua Tagovailoa or Kirk Cousins? I'd say Kirk Cousins. And I'm not sure it's that close, honestly. Kirk Cousins played pretty decent for the Falcons. I mean, they messed around. What'd they win? 3 games in a row? And they were like literally going into the last weekend. They were still involved in the playoff hunt. Kirk Cousins was part of that. So I don't know. I was surprised, but to me, that is not. I understand they got Tua for 1.3. I get that, but if you ask me, I would have kept Cousins on the roster, and I just said, okay, you and Michael Penix go fight it out again in a competition and see who wins. Cousins can run Stefanski's offense. This is interesting. It is. Chip Kelly still getting nailed. Kirk Cousins, when you got 3 different insiders now bringing the Raiders up, man, that's like, I'll probably put this video out and he'll sign with the Cardinals, or I'll drop this video out and, he'll sign as a backup to the Rams or something like that. But as of right now, it looks like the Raiders and Kirk Cousins is looking like more and more of a thing. I don't think he's going to want to just hang around waiting for Aaron Rodgers, because that could be another 2 weeks. And the fact that Cousins and Murray, neither one of them, were on the market at the beginning of free agency, they had to wait till the league year actually started. That hurt them, and it even hurt Murray in finding a job. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.